And suddenly, the food is on fire. And suddenly, the food is on fire. The food is on fire. And suddenly, the food is on fire. The food is on fire. The food is on fire. The food is on fire.
Hold on one second. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming in. And I'm incredibly disorganized. Hello. Thank you. Hello, Skinner. Hello, Marshmallow Man. Hello, Gil. Thank you for coming in. Oh, 4 months of membership for reals? I didn't know you were a member, honestly. I'm a little bit behind. Okay. I'm a little bit behind. Thank you so much. Hold on. I got to get the other chat up here. And then I got to grab my seeds. I'm a little disorganized. Sorry, y'all. It's been a minute. Hello, Gare. Thank you. You're not late. Actually, I just started, Kaylin, so you're fine. No worries. I guess I should probably get off my other channel and switch to my own. There we go. So how has everybody been? I hope you guys had a good holiday. I know I did. It was great. And give me a second. Let me pull this up. Oh, what's going on here? It's a little bit slow. I don't know why. Slow. Oh, Ginger Ninja gave me a shout out that I haven't seen. It was like 10 days ago. I haven't really been on my channel, guys. I feel like an a-hole. But sorry. Thank you, Ginger Ninja, for the shout out. Here's my live right here. Let me click on that so I can actually read people. There we go. Cool. Thanks, guys, for coming in and hanging out. Hello, Grow Big TV. I don't know who you are. Hello, Hendo. Thank you, How to Garden. Thank you guys for still being members to my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm still working on stuff. Hello, Rebel. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out tonight. Gave you a shout out when I did my latest CD mail call. Oh, okay. I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to take a look. Sorry. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Let me grab my seeds real quick because I got all my seeds from the seed companies and stuff like that. Man, my face looks really red, but it's not really red. I don't know what's going on. I'm not hot, but I don't here. So you don't see my face. Hold on one second. Let me get my seeds real quick. One moment. Hey, David Gray. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so earlier, I didn't have them in this room because earlier I was showing my mom my seeds and everything we're going to do this year. And so I'm a little disorganized. If you guys can, or if you know anybody that wants to be a member of Wide Family Farm, it is only 99 cents a month. So if you want to be a member, it's really inexpensive, and typically I do a lot. So if you are interested, sign up. All right. So by the way, I want to give a big shout out to Baker Creek because their packaging this year is freaking awesome. And I actually like it a lot more than their previous packages. Usually I would just get like a really weird envelope. Let's see, it doesn't show my address. Okay. It comes like this. And then it has a thing, and you just lift it up, and the seeds are like that. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I'm actually will probably end up using this envelope a lot. It'll be reusable because it's like a really hard manila paper. So I'm all about that. It's pretty cool. So when you get your seeds from Baker Creek this year, that's how they'll come. I am a huge Baker Creek fan, and I don't know what it is, but you know what? I know why my face is so pink, because I'm wearing a pink hoodie. And if I do that, you'll be able to see my ring light in my glasses, but it's like I got a reflection going on here. Oh, it's 2:44 a.m. Wow. Well, thank you for coming in. I'm wearing my husband's shoes, and that's a problem. There we go. Okay. So, all right. Baker Creek gave us some free seeds this year as well. I'll tell you what those are. As soon as I can find the other pack here. I even looked through them and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't order that. And then I realized that they give you 2 packets of free seeds. So I got this. It's called Winterlandis lettuce. There's 9 likes. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Hey, Denise. Thank you for coming in, Green Granny. I appreciate you. And thank you for continuing to be a member with us. Appreciate it. So I got this Winterlandis. I don't know if you guys have ever grown this before, but I have in the past. This is like one of the really cool varieties of lettuce that actually grow in really cold temperatures. So I might even go out there and grow it right now. We've been getting like 60-degree days, you know? So I might actually go out there and grow this now. It's good lettuce. It's not a bad lettuce. I've tasted it before. So it's called Winterlandis. So if you live in a colder temperature, this is the lettuce for you. And I actually like it. Let's see what their it says ideal temperatures between 60 and 80, but I know that this is, yeah, it's very cold hardy. So it'll last. So I'm thinking about planting it out there right now. I don't have any snow on the ground, and it's actually been really warm. This light is driving me crazy. So you'll just have to deal with my pink face. But anyway, that's a really good lettuce. Then we got that for free with the Baker Creek. And then I got this coral carrot. I've never grown this before, ever. I don't even know what this tastes like, but this was a free seed that Baker Creek was offering. It says ideal temperatures 50 to 75 degrees. So I could probably plant that right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because I haven't done a garden tour in a while. It's been cold, obviously. But if you even somewhat look at it out there, I got carrots galore. I'm sorry. So I don't think I will be growing those right now. So I don't know about you guys, but if you're starting our garden, do you already have like an idea in your head of where you want things planted? I already do. Like I kind of do that when I'm gardening in the previous year. Like I just think about it and I'm thinking about, oh, well, I planted this here and I probably should have planted it over there. So each year I kind of perfect my garden from what I grew from the year before. Does that make sense? So, okay. So in previous years, we like down by this road, I have like a small patch of flowers that I grow every year. In previous years, it's been sunflowers. And hey, James Guy, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. So in years past, I planted just sunflowers down by the road. It kind of is just a cheery kind of thing. Like, and especially during COVID, like I did that during COVID. And when people drove by, they were just like, oh, I really loved your flowers. And they were cheery. I appreciated it. So that's what I've done. Who's that? William of Ravenshire. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate ya. I love that name, by the way. William of Ravenshire. Thank you for coming in. Okay. So this year I'm changing it up. I'm not doing sunflowers down there this year. I've done sunflowers many years before, and then I have these I think they're Titan sunflowers, I think. I got a whole sandwich bag of them on a seed exchange a few years back, and I have a ton of them, but this last year they didn't do so hot. And I believe it was because of the smoke and stuff from Canada. They weren't getting a whole lot of sunlight, so they weren't doing so hot. So this year I have decided to plant the Mexican sunflowers down there. I love the Mexican sunflowers. They're great. Hummingbirds love these. Butterflies love these. So these are really, really great to have around your house. So I bought 2 packets of those because I'm going to go absolutely wild with them. So, and plus they're beautiful. So I can't wait to plant those down by the road. There's this woman, I don't even know who she is, quite honestly, but I drive past her house quite a bit when I'm going to the store. And I idolize her house because she has this beautiful zinnia garden right down to the end of the road. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. And it's so neat and taken care of. And it's just, I wish I could stop and take a picture of it without being a weirdo. But it's just like layers of zinnias. And it's just like absolutely beautiful. So I kind of have an idea from her. Like, it's not to the extent of hers, like hers is almost like your entire front yard. But it's really, really like neat and clean and like it's beautiful. So I really admire that. No, they don't bloom in a sombrero shape. However, they're more like a zinnia than anything else, and they're really big. They're taller. So, and they're actually this color. They're really, really bright orange. So I really like those. So I'm going to plant those this year. Do the Mexican sunflowers spread a lot? No, they don't. You plant them kind of like you would a zinnia. And at the end of the year, they get these seed pods at the end. And I actually have a video on it on Wide Family Farm, but it's probably about 3 years old. I have a video on it. I took all the seed pods at the end. And by the way, they're extremely spiky. So you might want to wear gloves if your hands are sensitive. I think it was Uncle Al who actually gave me the idea. I put them all in a paper bag and then I just like beat them against the wall. And I got all the seeds to come out of the pods. And when I did that, then I had plenty of seeds. And I just planted my last seeds last year. That's why I bought them again this year. Because I think in year past or something, I didn't plant them, or I can't remember what the scenario was, but I have yellow Mexican sunflower. Oh yeah, there's 2 different kinds. This one is called Red Torch. And I just think it's really, really, really pretty. So yeah. It's really, okay. A lot of guys are like not into flowers, and you kind of need to be if you like to garden. I usually pick flowers that I see, that I see the birds and the bees and, you know, the butterflies on year after year. I usually pick those and I plant those on purpose. I want to draw in as many pollinators as I possibly can. And I don't know why, but usually guys don't like flowers, and they usually don't plant them. Gear is another one who plants marigolds like crazy, and you'll hear him talk about it on his channel as well. Do you have a chicken plucker that might help to get those seeds out of the heads? No, I don't have a chicken plucker. We actually, in years past, we have just plucked our chickens ourselves. We don't really need a plucker. We don't really eat a bunch of chicken. I have like 6 or 7 whole chickens in the freezer downstairs right now. But I don't really eat a lot of chicken. I actually eat more beef than anything. But yeah, so no, I don't have a chicken plucker. So I just throw them in a bag and I'll just like beat them against the wall. That kind of helps. But yeah, so I've really noticed the bees and stuff going to those flowers, and that's why I want to plant a bunch of them this next coming year. Sorry, I am still suffering from a cold. I've had this cold for about 2 months. And my son is sick again. I just feel like we can't get rid of this crap. And it's getting kind of frustrating. But I refuse to get put on antibiotics. I'll just keep drinking water and all that good stuff. I plant all kinds of wildflowers for the bees. That's awesome. The flowers I like give me vegetables. Yeah. That's a good, yeah. Not sure I'll be growing many marigolds this year or anything, but I'm sorry, the thing cut you off. But every garden needs some marigolds. Why won't you be growing marigolds this year? Are you not gardening this year or something? Those who don't know the secret of marigolds, and you have to plant marigolds pretty much every year. If you don't plant marigolds every year, they're not going to work for you. And that's how that works. People like in the past have been like, oh, I planted these marigolds and they didn't help. Well, they didn't help because you have to continue to plant them. They have to make that barrier and stuff like that. Hope you feel better by the new year. I too would not want yeah, I just don't want antibiotics. My stomach is not in good shape, and I'm afraid if I have antibiotics, I'll be even more sick with other stuff. So I'm sorry, Gear. I'm sorry that it's been horrible for you. I understand. Things have been tough. If it wasn't for my husband getting a new position at his job, things would have been extremely tough for us. But we are very fortunate. Now he works during the day, and things are just looking up for us. So, and we were able to have Christmas because of that. So that was a blessing for sure. Marigold seeds didn't do squat again this year. Are you saving them, or are you buying them from a specific place? I'm curious about that. Maybe if you're saving them, maybe they're getting moist. I hate that word. Maybe they're getting, wet. I don't know. I'll be starting a new job next week. It's night shift though, so I'll be MIA. So I'll be MIA for most of the chats. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I don't really know what I want my channel to be steady at right now. My life I feel like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode. My life is flipped upside down. What's really going on is I do Grow Big TV, for those that don't know. And I've been doing that, and I put a lot of my dedication into that. By the way, we're almost at 2,000 subscribers. Something that I have been working on this channel for 4 years for. We got in like 3 months over there. But we're almost at 2,000 over there. But this channel, I really love this channel. And it's 100% me and who I am. And so I just haven't came up with some kind of pattern or day that I would like to go live yet. That makes sense. My son goes to school 4 days a week, and now my husband is home, and I've just been, I don't have any, I feel like I don't have any me time. And usually when I was on here, it was because I had me time, and I don't really have that much anymore. So we'll see. I still would like to do Wednesday nights, but my son has Boy Scouts then too. So I'm just running like on Wednesdays. It's like, oh, I pick him up from school, I make dinner, and then we go to Boy Scouts, and then I have to rush and hurry up and put him to bed. So I got to figure it out. I'm wondering if it's also because I don't get direct sun. It very well could be. They do like a lot of sun. So that could be also an issue. I have noticed, wow, I got 20 people in the house. Thank you guys. Seriously. I really appreciate it. That's really cool. But no, man. Marigolds, it's a love-hate relationship. Okay. So they're really, really, really beautiful, and I love them. Hey, Becoming a Green Stalker, thank you for coming in. I really, really love marigolds. I think they're beautiful. I love the Cracker Jack mixes. I don't like the really extremely tall ones. And I planted those in the past by mistake because I thought I bought the right ones. And I really just don't like the extremely tall ones. I like the smaller ones, the Cracker Jack mixes, zebras, stuff like that. And but the thing I hate about the most is that they stink. I don't know if anybody else notices it. It's not a flower that is pleasant. In fact, a lot of times when I'm walking around in the garden and that smell hits me, it's like a smell of death. I don't know if anybody else notices that with the marigolds. Hey, Marissa. Thanks for joining us from Facebook. Sorry, I got a cough, guys. One moment. So that is that. Yes, bug repellent. One second. I'm going to get something to drink. Give me one moment. Thanks for being patient with me. Sorry, I got Ricola. Ricola. Holy moly. But anyway, main ingredient of Ricola. You guys can tell me what the main ingredient of Ricola is. I grow it in my garden. Whew. Okay. So I think that's why they're good for, yes, that is why they're good. For sure, 100%. I just think they stink. Okay, so the main ingredient of Ricola is horehound. And I grow horehound in my garden. It's great for bronchitis issues, stomach issues, all different kinds of stuff. Chamomile is in it too. But horehound is the main ingredient. And in Appalachia, some of the southern states, they use horehound as a candy. And it tastes okay. It's not 100%. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. It has a really unusual taste, but it's not bad. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of horehound out there right now. Horehound is a part of the mint family. Usually grows wild in Tennessee and places like that. And the way you can tell the difference between horehound and other weeds is it has a square stem. And you'll be able to feel that all four things on the stem. Yeah, horehound candy. That's kind of what Ricola tastes like a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I wear a lot of Carhartt. I love Carhartt. I have Carhartt coats and stuff. Thanks for noticing. Rentals. Appreciate you. But yeah, I wear a lot of Carhartt. I don't know why. I just absolutely love it. And I love their socks. Actually, if you would see my feet right now, I'm wearing Carhartt socks as well. If you guys can and it's cold out, put on some Carhartt socks. I'm telling y'all, your feet, it's fabulous. Your feet will feel warm as you can feel. Yeah, Ricola for a cough drop. It has horehound in it. It has other natural herbs in it, but horehound is the main ingredient. I made several things like horehound honey. I infused horehound in with the honey so you can put it directly in the tea. I have a whole bag of horehound in there that I have dried, and I want to use it to smoke. And when you're smoking an herb, I don't necessarily inhale it. You can breathe it in a little bit, but it's really good for coughing and bronchitis. Most every herb out there you can smoke. Oregano, there's like 5 herbs that you can smoke. And oregano, basil, those you can smoke as well. All have good properties in them. I love horehound candy, grew up eating it. My grandpa loved horehound. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It tastes good. And it's usually like in Tennessee, it's like one of the main ingredients in moonshine. I don't know why they put it in moonshine, but they do. Because it kind of has like a candy, I don't know, candy taste, I guess. My friend just loaded up on Carhartt, not once, but twice last week. He is ready for the Oscar. I just like it because it's warm. And usually, like for men, their hoodies are extremely durable. They're just really durable. Oh, okay. Wait, are you talking about horehound or mullein? You can smoke mullein. Actually, mullein would probably be a better candidate if you have chest cold. But I don't have mullein right now. I have a bunch of mullein seeds, and in the spring, I plan on putting it in my food forest. Oh my gosh! It's the Ninja. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. For those of you that missed it on Grow Big TV, we did an ugly Christmas sweater competition yesterday, and Ginger Ninja was in it. It was great. We had a really good time, and we had a couple winners that won a Ninja mixer. So I thought that was pretty cool. That is pretty funny. When I've told my friends it's sort of like root beer or sassafras, they try it. It's not one have liked it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't compare it to those because root beer and sassafras actually come from the root, whereas horehound is actually the leaves. So I'd compare it more to a mint. Sweet competition. Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time and we were laughing pretty hard over there because the sweaters that people came up with is pretty dang funny. So moving on with my Baker Creek seeds. Okay, so I got the Mexican sunflowers. Now I'm moving on. I got this tomato. I can't pronounce it. Sart Wolois, I guess. But anyway, I saw this. I thought it was a beautiful tomato. It's reflecting, and I hate that. Don't reflect. There we go. And you guys can kind of see it there. And I just thought this was a beautiful tomato. When we grow it, I will definitely show pictures of it. Start Rowa. Huh. Okay. I'm horrible. I'm right up there with Joe when it comes to pronouncing shit. So, but anyway, this looked like a really awesome, cool looking tomato. Yeah, that's what I thought too. It's really cool looking. And so I thought when we grow this, it'd be really beautiful to add to our tomatoes this year. I picked a heck of a different variety of tomatoes this year. Most all of them are black tomatoes. Unless it's obviously for our paste tomatoes, I'm not gonna. That stays the same. And for the market this year, I have a wonderful variety for the farmers market. So we'll be growing probably about 100 or so different types of tomato plants this year, probably more. So got to figure that out. Yeah, David Gray, get some of those seeds. They have them. You know what? On the cover of the Baker Creek catalog, they had those. I don't know what they were called. It was a cosmic purple or something tomatoes, and you can't get them yet. So I spent most of my time. Hey, our treasured home. Thanks for coming in. I spent most of the time trying to figure out what seed was or what tomato was kind of comparable. So the Purple Galaxy. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it. So I spent most of my time trying to pick out tomatoes that were kind of similar to that, that had the dark color. So yeah, they are. Some are. But these tomatoes that most that I picked out are black. So this one particularly is black. I picked out this. This is the Black Beauty. So I'll be growing some of those this year. Thanks for coming in, our treasured home. I really appreciate you. So Black Beauty. I'm kind of cool. This is my first time actually growing 100% black tomatoes. I grew a blueberry cherry tomato a few years back. It was really popular, and I was disappointed because I thought it was going to be blue or bluish purple, and it only got that way when it was in the sun. So it spent most of its time just looking like a regular cherry tomato. So I was like kind of disappointed. So this will be my first time growing 100% black tomatoes. Let's see what else I've got here tomato-wise from Baker Creek. I think that's it. I got more, but I'll go over my other collections here in a moment. Thank you for coming in, by the way. Black from Tula. Ooh, that's interesting. You guys know I'm a flower freak. I usually have flowers all over the place, and my flowers right now are super confused. I have, like, my butterfly bush hasn't really even had a chance to even die. The weather has been that weird, and I don't really know what to do with that. So I just kind of, instead of chopping it down or cutting it back, I've just kind of left it as is because I don't want to mess anything up. We didn't even clip back like half of our trees this year. We did half of our apple trees, and then we're like, well, crap. It hasn't gotten really cold. So since it hasn't gotten really cold, we haven't done the rest of our trees yet. And I still got cherry trees and the rest of other half of my apple trees and my plum trees and all of that. And it's been so warm, I don't want to cut them back. This last year, for anybody that has any type of trees whatsoever, it was an awesome year. It was also an awesome year for our berries. We had tons of raspberries. I had tons of elderberry last year, and it was great. Usually trim my butterfly bush, but in late February to early March. Okay, so I probably should do it. I was afraid to because it wasn't necessary. It's not dead. I mean, it is. It's not blooming anymore, but it's really, honestly, it's not dead. It's still alive. It's weird because it's not cold enough. So I even have some of my rose bushes shooting up and stuff like that. So it's been weird. And my mom has primrose over there, and she said that even last month it bloomed. Yes, I have 8 blueberry bushes. 2 of them, hold on one second. I hear something. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. My son is sick. I put him to bed and I thought I heard him running around um, outside or upstairs. So I was like, yeah. Yeah, for those that are new to my channel, the rainbow poop, my members are called the Poop Troop. So that is our motto here. So it's funny and my members get a kick out of it. So yes, I do have blueberries and I have about 8 blueberry bushes, 2 of which one is a blueberry pink lemonade. It's a pink blueberry, and the other is just a regular blueberry, and the rest are not mature yet. They get some blueberries on them, but not really. So I got my blueberry bushes from Lowe's Hardware, and they've done really well for a few years now. That's awesome. That's really good. I'm glad. Blueberries can kind of be kind of tough, especially if you don't really know how to take care of them. Yes, there is nothing like being a poop trooper. That's right. Thank you, Marshmallow Man. You can buy mature bushes in the spring and the berries are already on them. Yeah, you can. Okay. So I am going to do a competition this year. Oh, yes, there's the rainbow poop right there. I am going to do a competition this year again. And the competition will be the carrot challenge. And we got our carrot seeds. So we grew these last year. We got 1 carrot out of this entire pack to grow. I don't know what had exactly happened or how hard it was. My husband did it. I don't know what he did wrong. But we got 1 and it was huge. It was 3 feet long and we did a really good job. So for those of you that want to join in the carrot competition, I will keep you posted and we will do that again this year. It'll be a lot of fun. You should show them a new Uber video. Oh yeah. Where did I put that video? That's the thing. I think I put it on Facebook. No, we planted like 6 of those carrots, 6 or 7 of them. I think that's all that was in the pack, honestly. But I think there's more in this pack. I don't know. 15 is in this pack. And they just didn't, we had 1, it was extremely thin and had a huge root on it and it didn't even match. Like it wasn't, but then the other one was huge. So we used that one. Okay, I'm going to show you. I don't know if I can. That's the thing, is I don't know how to do the volume on here. And I haven't put it on the computer yet. I should be able to, maybe. Just give me 1 second, guys, and I'll figure it out. It says that I'm live. That's cool. Oh, I went directly live on my Facebook. I thought it was going to go on my business page. I don't like that. Let me see here. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing my dog. That's what I'm hearing. It's not my son. My dog is the one that's flopping around out there. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for the video. I know I posted it on my Facebook. There it is. Let me see if I can. Let me share this real quick. Share video, background audio. I understand. Give me 1 second and we'll put this out there. I'm spinning, so I don't know if I'll be able to do this or not. Oh, no. I don't have it on there. I have to share it. Cancel. Share. Screen. Share. Oh, okay. To share audio, share a tab instead. Okay, that's what I did. Share. That's my Facebook. And here it is right here. No sound. All right, guys, hold on 1 second. That sucks. Oh, stop sharing. There we go. Oh, no sound. Joe, have you tried to get in the Homestead Hangout in case watch hours? Oh, increase watch hours. Hold on 1 second because I might have to show it at a later time or just put it on. I don't have my phone on me either. I'll have to show it at another time, Joe. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. No, it wasn't you, Kaylin. It was the fact that I can't figure out how to share on Melon. I'm not very good at it. I had up to 20 people in here. Please make sure you're hitting the thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. That really helps out my channel. Appreciate you. Okay, so we'll be doing the carrot competition again this year. I picked out a variety of different sunflowers this year as well. And these are the two that I particularly loved. So this one, Florenza. I thought that was really neat. So I'll be planting that in the garden this year. And then I got the Tayo or whatever sunflower. It's really, really different. And those are some of the two. So I'll be excited about that. And then we got some unusual flowers this year as well. And some unusual vegetables. This particular cucumber is called Skim. And I've never tasted it before or known anything to be like it. So I'm going to plant that this year. So I'm kind of excited about that. And let's see. I also have this coxcomb. This coxcomb is variegated. I don't know. No, this isn't pink. It's just reflecting, I think, off of my sweater. Yeah, Ellie's barking because my husband's home. But yeah, so this is going to be unusual. I'm hoping it tastes good. I got this a variegated coxcomb. I'm going to plant that in the garden this year. And then I also have zinnias. These are Queen Lime red zinnias, and I got a bunch of those this year, and I'll be planting those in the garden. So that's it for my Baker Creek order. Thank you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate it. 20 people in the house. Thank you so much for being here. If you are here, make sure you give me a thumbs up and make sure you leave a comment or a comment in the chat. That helps me out as a channel. Oh, okay, cool. This little packet thing is actually segregated in the center. I think that's kind of cool. This whole thing that Baker Creek has, as far as their packaging goes, is really phenomenal. So get yourself some Baker Creek seeds. Rareseeds.com is the website. Now moving on to my M.I. Gardner. Hey, Grammy Karen. What's up? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Good evening. Moving on to my M.I. Gardner seed selection this year. By the way, we'll Grow Big TV. We are affiliated with M.I. Gardner, and if you use our hashtag, you get 10% off your seeds. That is hashtag Grow Big. Hashtag Grow Big. Use that when you're checking out, and when you do, you get 10% off of your seeds from M.I. Gardner. So, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Kaylin, for putting that in there. Yep, it's hashtag Grow Big. Appreciate you. My rooster is going off. I got several roosters right now, and I wasn't expecting to get that many. We had several chickens hatch. One, it was like complete accident. We let our Leghorn reproduce, and she literally had like 20 chickens at a time, and she sat on all of them. When she did this, we got a rooster. Well, then before that, we let one of our, I think it was either Barred Rock or I don't know, one of them. We let them sit on eggs. And so in that group, we got a rooster. So I have a really funny looking Barred Rock rooster / Easter egger with a beard rooster thingy. So weird. So I got several roosters out there, and I don't know if they're going to make it. I don't really want to have that many roosters. They put a lot of stress on the ladies. The only roosters I want to keep are Ted and Valentino because they're purebreds, and I like them. So, well, if you live close, you can have a mixed rooster because I have well, you know what? The Leghorn genetics are extremely strong. So when a Leghorn mates with other birds, they come out looking like a Leghorn no matter what. It's so weird. So I have this really weird Leghorn rooster out of that bunch. Just annoying the neighbors. Well, I'm pretty sure my little barnyard out there already annoys the neighbors because I have turkeys that gobble every 15 minutes and my roosters, yeah, foghorn leghorn. That's it. And I have roosters, but I absolutely love them. And people, I guess, don't really realize this. I lived for 10 years in the city and I couldn't plant anything. And I didn't have one single animal except for a dog. Couple dogs. So when I moved out here and I could have animals and stuff like that, it's really nice. And I love sleeping upstairs with the windows open. You can hear my turkeys gobble and you can hear my roosters crowing. And it doesn't bother me one bit. It's better than a drive-by shooting. So that's good. Something got my big red rooster. The two Leghorn roos are starting to fight and stressing me and our big dog. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Usually I just let them fight and let them get over it. They will figure out who's on top. And once they figure out that pecking order, they will stop fighting. Not 100%. That's not 100%, but usually they will figure out the pecking order. Or it gives you an excuse to buy some more ladies. If you buy some more ladies, then they start to not fight so much because they have the ladies to work on. Let's see. I hear the coyote. What? I hear coyote babies when they are born. Oh, yard size alarm. Yeah, it's my alarm. No, I hope not. Well, people think that roosters, this is so funny because a lot of people that don't have roosters or turkeys or something, they think that they only crow that one time in the morning and like a cartoon, and they wake everybody up. And that really is not the case. 3 in the morning, they'll crow. 4 in the morning, they'll crow. They don't care. They'll crow whenever they feel like it. They're obnoxious. And I have turkeys that gobble. Like right now, if I go outside and I do my turkey call to them, and they will gobble. They will wake up and they will gobble at me. My turkeys are super friendly though too. They come right up to the back porch, and I love them to death. So my dog got after the rooster right as I was about to go on for the ugly sweater contest. One of them has to go. I barely. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. If you're brave enough, eat it. If you're not brave enough, give it away to somebody that will specialize it. I know here we have a haven for roosters and stuff, and they will take them in. I don't know if you have something like that in your area. Maybe look it up on your local Facebook and see. But yeah, that sucks. So my M.I. Gardner collection is large, really large. So the first one I got is obviously these Oxheart carrots. These Oxheart carrots are awesome. They're perfect for stews and stuff like that. They get fat instead of long, and I absolutely love them. I love anything that says Oxheart in the front of it. I love Oxheart tomatoes, stuff like that. They're just really big. So I got this Oxheart carrot. Before, in the past, for carrot competitions, we used these. We didn't use them for length, but we used them for weight. Because if you can put these or make these big, then you can get a pretty big weigh-in on these carrots because they can get so big. So Oxheart carrots, plus they're good. I love just putting them in a stew. It's so funny. When you put them in the stew and you take them out, you got like one large carrot. And it's kind of funny. It looks prehistoric or something. So pretty cool stuff. Okay, we have a program here in Des Moines for farm animals that either are no longer wanted to have to be given up after the owner died. Oh, okay, so you do have a program there. Cool. Hello, Guardian Fitness. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. If you guys missed it, check out the ugly sweater competition we had last night. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., we will be doing a growing guide. Our growing guide tomorrow is kale. So if you want to come over to Grow Big TV tomorrow, it is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're doing a growing guide on kale. Obviously, we give seeds away. So come and join us, and we have a whole bunch of seeds that we will be giving away from M.I. Gardner. And if you want to, you can use the hashtag GrowBig. You have to use the hashtag when you're checking out. Use hashtag GrowBig to get your M.I. Gardner seeds. You get 10% off. If you spend over $18, you get free shipping. So with the free shipping and the 10% off your order, it's like so cheap. So cheap. Yes, up your carrot game, girl. I killed my last 4 attempts at kale. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. There's certain things that I just can't grow either. So I 100% get it. Okay, that's okay, Kaylin. I understand you have a busy life. No worries. But we will see you at the next one for sure. Okay. Those are the only carrots I got besides my Johnny seeds. And I will go over that. Because those are different types of seeds. So I got these tomatoes right here from M.I. Gardner. They're called Bubbles, and they are champagne tomato. Now, I talked to Luke from M.I. Gardner. He told me that I would love these tomatoes. So I'm going to grow them this year. I'm going to see if I like them. He said these are really, really sweet. So I'm going to give it a try and taste them and see if I like them. We got currant tomatoes. My husband's always wanted to grow a currant tomato. And so we got these ones. These ones are called orange currant tomatoes. Look how, see, they're like little bubbles. It's kind of cool. The carrots we have for the competition is the Macpiqua, or whatever it's called. And it's that very, very large carrot. Mancuput or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the large one. This one we use for the competition. Okay, so I got the Paul Robeson tomato this year. It kind of looked dark, and that's kind of what I was going for this year. So I'll be doing the Paul Robeson. Then I got variety of mixed sunflowers. Look at those. Aren't those pretty? So I got the mixed sunflowers, and I'm going to grow those this year as well. They're huge. That's right. They're huge. Chocolate cherry. I like the dark sunflowers, so I'll be growing these this year again. And these are the Sunspot Dwarf tomatoes. I mean, sunflowers. I got tomatoes on the brain. And I can't wait to grow these. These are really small, but their head gets really big, so they look goofy. So I like these. The carrots I'll be doing for the competition are these ones. We'll only grow these ones for the competition. That's these ones right here, these big ones. Okay, so I wanted to just kind of do everything at once here if I can. Okay, here's some more sunflowers. I got the Lemon Queen. And then I got the Velvet Queen. And I thought those were pretty cool. You can use any, Ginger, you can use any carrot you want for the competition. Those are the ones that we just want to grow because we think they're cool. But you can use any carrot you want. If you have a Danver that you like, that you think you can get really big, then do it. That's okay. No biggie. Yeah, I like the deep red color too. I think it looks really cool. And my gardener gave me free seeds. This is just a salad bowl mix. That's what I got with my order. And I think that's it for the sunflowers. Yes. So I'm going to move on to gourds. So this year, I wanted to plant these. These are a gourd mix. These are those little teeny ones. And I wanted to grow these. I think they're really cool. I love them for decorations on my table and stuff. So I'm hoping that these grow big. And I really love them. Flower-wise, I got my Peach Melba nasturtium. This gets huge, but I also get a volunteer nasturtium every year. So I will plant these here and there on the ends. By the way, bugs hate nasturtium. So if you plant this around your flowers, your vegetables, it will help with repelling the bugs. I got Celosa. I got 2 packs of the Pompous Plumes this year. And I'm excited about doing that. Yes, I think I'm going to do a seed swap this year. I'm going to wait until grow season, so it'll probably be around April. Actually, I do believe that they need full sun. Let me see. It actually doesn't say. I plant mine in the full sun and they get huge and spread all over. So it doesn't say on this package, though, if they require full sun. So I don't know. Try them and see. Kaylin, you may get something. You may, get what you want out of it. Okay. Well, I will probably do one in April if you guys want to do a seed swap. I didn't do one. There was a lot of things going on with Facebook. There was a lot of things going on with YouTube, and I had just taken a break. So I'll probably do one. It will probably be in April. But the cellulosa is just a picture. But I will plant these. I got snapdragons and stuff that are going to pop up again. And so they will look really good beside each other. I got Amaranth. This is the first time I got the red spike Amaranth. Before I got the Love Lies Bleeding. And I'm kind of excited about this. Amaranth can be used as a natural pesticide, and I knew this a long time ago, but just never incorporated it. I think Luke told me to be very careful with Amaranth if you plant it everywhere or dedicate one bed to it because it will go crazy. It spreads a lot of seed. So, but I'm going to use it alongside a lot of plants this year. Hey, Sarah Boss, thanks for joining us. We are live on Facebook as well, y'all. So I'll be on that. I can't swap. I'll be on that. I can swap some of the seeds I picked up. Sorry, it went too fast. Seeds I picked up from the White Eagle Powwow, not Pow Pow, giveaway this year. That's awesome. And I think it's really cool that you went to a powwow. When I lived in Kentucky, they had a Trail of Tears powwow there. And I thought it was super cool. It's probably one of the coolest things that I've ever seen, to see the Native Americans do their dances and stuff like that. Hold on one second. My husband just came home. 1 second, y'all. Sorry, I was wearing my husband's shoes because I had to go outside really quick and he needed them. So, what else am I doing? Oh, I don't know if you guys have ever, the Cosmics got me in on this. By the way, hi Gina, if you're watching. Hi Chris, if you're watching. The Cosmics got me in on this. These are the candy roaster squash. I am excited about growing these this year. I'm hoping that I get lots of these, and I'm hoping that they taste really good. So I'm going to grow these candy roaster squash this year. That's really cool, Kaylin. I'm totally into that. I think it's so cool. I loved the one in Kentucky that when I used to live in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. They used to have a Trail of Tears thing there, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so cool. Although at that particular time, I was like by myself. So I'm like, I had no one to enjoy it with. Like I went and I was just by myself. So I was hoping maybe I could take my husband to it or something in the future, because I think it's just something cool to go to. It's like a really cool festival. Yeah, they're big and they're funny. They're kind of longish. I don't know how to explain them, but yeah, that's what they look like. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm going to attempt this. I don't know where I'm going to put them, because in my mind, I already have like kind of an idea of where I'm going to plant everything, but I want to plant this red strawberry popcorn. I think that is so cool. And I want to plant it this year. So we'll see how this is going to go. If I can't plant it, then I might do it next year. But I really wanted to do the popcorn because I love popcorn. Yeah, so cool. I got this particular pumpkin because it said Cinderella. So I'm going to try to attempt to grow the Rouge d'Estampes, the Cinderella pumpkin. That's pretty neat, right? The silk gets pink on those? Oh, that's so cool. If I don't eat the popcorn from those kernels, I'll probably use it as a decoration in my house. I just think those things are so cool. I did grow the blue popcorn one year, and I still have it in the center of my table as a decoration, but it started to pop on the kernel itself. So I have like half popcorn on my kernels. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm going to try and grow this Cinderella pumpkin. I don't know. Hopefully it'll work. Also, I'm going to try and grow the dill. And I'm not going to try. I can just grow this. This is not a big deal. And I'm going to attempt to grow rosemary. Rosemary is probably one of my favorite herbs. I think it smells delicious. I love to put it on poultry. And I love it on crackers. I think this bread. Rosemary is just wonderful. However, in past times, I've had a heck of a time growing this. So I'm hoping that this year I'll be able to grow it, maybe do something different. But rosemary is going to be the herb that I'm going to try and grow this year. And then, of course, I got the 80-year-old tomato from My Garden, the giant crimson. I'm going to try and grow this. By the way, guys, these were really... these were $2 for this pack, but there was only 5 seeds in this package. So I'm going to try and grow this. You can't kill rosemary? Okay, you got to tell me your secrets, because in the past I have just okay, so the one year I had rosemary, but it only was this big. And it was one giant thing coming out of the ground. I was so pissed. So I just chopped it down and I put it in with one of my chicken, like the chicken that I was making. I just used it for that. But in the past, I've had such a horrible time trying to grow it. And it's just never done anything for me. And I don't know what I'm doing. It just usually is like real short and never like gets any bigger. Let me read here what you're writing. I planted it in like April and I ignored it. Rosemary didn't do squat either. Oh. Let's see. You planted it in April and you ignored it. Maybe that's what I needed to do. Maybe I needed to put it in a pot or something and just ignore it. And maybe it'll do better for me this year. I don't know. But in the past, it's done horrible for me. So that concluded my Am I Gardener. You guys, I'm still not done. I'm still seeing seeds that I feel like I have to have. I also need to go through all the seeds that I do have. I am a seed collector. So I have tons of seeds that I still need to go over and figure out what the heck I'm going to plant and stuff like that. But that was my Am I Gardener collection for this year. And I still go back to Am I Gardener and try to figure out if there's something I missed. That's what you did too? I gave it a haircut in the beginning of October, and it's still alive. Where do you live? Because I live at I guess I don't really know squat about rosemary. I thought I did, but I just don't. Hey, Shawnee Chef, thank you for coming in. Thank you for listening. I am so glad that you're here, honey. We love you. Okay, so you live in Jersey. It gets cold there. So I'm curious then. Like, what is going on? Why can't I grow rosemary? That's right. You said that before. So I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Or maybe I'm just not being patient. That could be it, because I'm not a very patient person. Okay, do you baby them, Marshmallow Man? Do you baby it? Do you cover it in the wintertime? Do you just let it go in the wintertime? Is it something that stays in your garden all the time? Because maybe that's my problem and I'm just pulling it out or something. Okay. That's good to know, Shawnee. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it would die too. And every year, like Lowe's and stuff, they have those bushes that are rosemary bushes, and I'm so envious. I'm like, why can't I grow a rosemary bush? It's so beautiful. Like, and it smells so good. I can't pay for one in my house though. They're super expensive. But I've always wanted one, and I'm like, why can't I grow rosemary? It's so obnoxious. Okay. Go ahead, drop that link, Marshmallow Man. Oh, you mean, oh, okay. Sorry. I thought maybe you had a picture. Yeah, you can come up. Here's a link. If anybody else wants to come up, you can. I got one more round that I need to talk about with my seeds. So I purchased Johnny seeds, and I get seeds from there all the time. I like Johnny seeds. They're super expensive, guys. That's all I can say. But if you're trying to make money off of what you're planting, you hopefully will get that money back after your farmer's market or whatever you're growing. So this year, I got Johnny seeds. My bill, I didn't buy that much. And I'll tell you how much my bill was. It's freaking ridiculous. No, they didn't tell me the total. Okay, so let's see, $8, $23, $5, $14, and $5. So my bill was pretty dang expensive. So with that being said, if I want stuff to grow and I want to trust, I just feel like I don't know how to word this, because I love My Garden of Seeds. I love Baker Creek seeds. They have like unusual seeds, and they're heirlooms, and I love the stories behind the heirlooms. But I feel like with the soil I got out there and things that I got out there, I need hybrids. So I got hybrids at Johnny Seeds. Hello, Laura Gillespie. Thank you for coming in. I had issues with rosemary too. I could not get it started inside, but it did well starting it outside. Oh, I live in Ohio too. Okay. So, okay, maybe. Hey, Marshmallow Man.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. Let me just finish my Johnny seeds and we can talk about the rosemary again. Okay, so I got 15 seeds of the Grandero. I'm not going to grow that many Granderos this year. Grandero is a really awesome tomato. It is a paste tomato that I trust, and it will go clear up until the frost. This is an awesome variety. And I only got, let's see, 15 seeds, because really that's all I want to plant. I won't be doing a whole lot of sauce this year because I have so much sauce canned. It's ridiculous. So I don't need to do that this year. But that's one of them. The other one is a hybrid as well. It's called Lemon Boy Plus. It's an F1 hybrid. And I got 30 seeds of that. So that is a Johnny Seed one. Hey, Juju B. Thanks for coming in, honey. Now, they are expensive, guys, but if you want a crop, if you want to plant a lot, they will give you that. I got 5,000 seeds of the Navel F1 hybrid carrots. So I got that. So I'll be growing carrots again next year, probably in the fall. I don't know, probably in the spring too, once I pull up everything else that I got out there. Right now, we've got carrots galore. Big Beef Plus, it's an F1 hybrid. That will be what we will have at our markets this year, is the Big Beef Plus. It's going to get really big. It's a hybrid. I'm going to plant this in a succession. So I'll plant like so many one week, so many the next week, so many the next week. That way I will have tomatoes for the market all year or all summer. You do? Laura, that's awesome. I live an hour south of Cleveland. And Columbus is about 3 hours from me. By the end of the season, I was looking for Rebel sites looking for their good recipes. Yeah. And then this next one is cucumbers. I got this one. I've never heard of it before. It's called a Gateway cucumber. It is an F1 hybrid. And I got that as well. And reason why I get hybrids for tomatoes and these cucumbers is the hybrids protect against all different kinds of stuff. If you go on the website, you'll see what the hybrids protect against. One is powdery mildew and all these different viruses that tomatoes can get and stuff like that. So that is why I choose to do that. Here's Marshmallow Man again, and we're going to talk a little bit about that rosemary. Hello.
Yeah, okay. So most of my herbs, aside from rosemary, I keep in pots. And I bring them into my green room. Got a bunch of basil here. But anyways, here's one of my rosemary plants. Here.
Oh, wow.
And I've just recently cut it down to like 3 or 4 inches. And the other one here as well. And all I do, I don't want to say I neglect watering it, but if I'm in the greenhouse every 3 days to water, it's like a week before like I water everything.
Yeah.
And then every other time I water the rosemary. And I don't want to say neglected it, but there is still signs of life on it right now, like new growth, right?
Yeah.
From when I cut it down, but not much still. But the lights, I've got these fluorescent light bulbs here. One of them's green and one of them's silver. The green one is for your greenhouse stuff. That's how I remember it.
Okay.
But it goes back outside in the summer and comes in during the winter, right? Like, so it's like I got oregano growing in there. Thyme, basil, right? It will grow, just not as fast as it would outside.
Okay, so Jujubee shared the site on Johnny Seeds. So you can go on there. I chose the Gateway cucumber. If you want to look that up, it doesn't tell me on the packet of seeds, and I can't switch to another screen right now. But check it out. And I'm sorry, go ahead, Marshmallow Man. I didn't mean to interrupt it. Somebody asked a question, so I was trying to figure it out.
But those were rosemary starts that I got from a greenhouse.
Oh, okay.
When I was ordering up from one of the gangs, triple mix and stuff like that. And they might have been the length as tall as your finger, but the more you cut it, the more bushier it'll come.
Okay.
If you understand.
Yeah. I probably didn't do that. And that's probably why it didn't do anything for me. So, thank you, Jujubee. She said Gateway is an average 8 to 9 inches. Yeah. And that works for me. I'll be eating them all summer long.
Yeah, like that was what that rosemary plants you've seen are about the height that they were before I cut them down.
Oh, okay.
So it's about the third of what they were. I'm not expecting, like I said, I just trim them up every so often, right? Just take the new growth off. And this year I decided to cut more down into the branchy stuff, the harder stuff, right? So will it come back? I think so. There's no reason for me to believe that it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But then again, I've cut it down further than I normally do, per se. So it is a test, right? So
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, Steel and Tree. Really appreciate you. Thank you for your support with my channel. That variety is super disease resistant. Sounds very reliable. Yes, it is super. That's why I'm choosing those. Those are things that, okay, I need the crop typically to make my tomato juices, my tomato sauces and stuff. So I got a hybrid because I need a lot of it. And so that's why I've been getting a hybrid as far as that is concerned. The Grandero that I get like 1 year, the first year I planted it, I got 60 pounds every 3 days from those tomatoes. And I had tons of sauce. That's why this year I'm not planting as much. I only bought so many seeds. By the way, those 15 seeds cost me $20 because they are a hybrid. They were very expensive, but you get a yield from them, a big yield, and they're very disease resistant. And so I got those because when I want to have enough, I want to have enough sauce. I want to have enough, this and that. So I make sure then by buying that hybrid that I have enough. Also, with the cucumbers and with the carrots, in the past, I've been buying the hybrid carrots and I've been buying the hybrid cucumbers. And the cucumbers are usually, I have a horrible time growing them and they get powdery mildew all over them, stuff like that. So by buying the hybrid, I can avoid all that. However, when you buy hybrid seeds, just letting you know, you can't save them. I mean, you can save them, but you will not get the same product if you plant them. So just to let you know. Okay. Skinner says he needs a tech smart person to help him with something. Okay. I can't right now because I'm on my show, but if you ask the question in the side chat, maybe we can help you. Something else came up. Some of my pots instead, what I planted, I guess I had stray seeds in my compost. Interesting. I picked my rosemary today and chopped it up for part of my leg of lamb I smoked. Man, you smoke all different kinds of stuff, Jujubee. That's crazy. Wow. Rosemary.
Yeah, fresh rosemary's the best.
Yeah. Oh, it smells amazing. It smells amazing.
Even when you go to touch it and then smell your hand, it smells amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Rosemary, oregano, thyme. I grew salt, garlic, black pepper, onion powder. I didn't. Interesting. Laura Gillespie. I grew my rosemary in a fabric grow bag. When it got cold, I moved it into my mini greenhouse and it is doing great. Maybe that's what I need to do. Question: do tomatoes and peppers really increase inflammation, or is that a myth? I believe tomatoes will increase inflammation. I am not sure. I am not sure about peppers. I heard
cayenne. I heard cayenne pepper is one of those spices or peppers that help you, like mint and oregano and garlic.
Mm-hmm.
It does something that helps your sinuses when you're sick or warms up your chest.
Yeah. I'm not really sure about the tomatoes if they cause inflammation. If somebody else can put that in the side chat, I'm sure Jujubee or somebody can explain that. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think peppers cause inflammation. I know a lot of peppers, especially with the capsaicin in them, is actually really good for you and can actually stop inflammation. Especially if you use hot peppers to put on your skin for arthritis and stuff like that. Hopefully that helped you, and maybe somebody in the chat can answer your question, because I'm not really sure about tomatoes. I don't eat them. I don't eat tomatoes at all, especially raw from the garden. The only time I eat tomatoes is when I'm making a sauce or a ketchup, or I use it on my pizza or something. For the most part, I don't just go in and eat a tomato. When everything makes you sick, you got to get creative on how to cook the things that don't. So smoking meat tastes different than pan roasted. Yeah. You can, turmeric is really good for inflammation. So you can try and take the turmeric. I heard it's really hard on your stomach. So you got to be careful with that if you have ulcers and stuff like that.
I also heard that if you got high blood pressure, you should consult with the doctor before taking turmeric.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Also, with turmeric, it's best to take it if you see it with black pepper. Black pepper helps you process the turmeric and stuff like that. And they actually sell it like that in some stores. Like you'll say turmeric and black pepper or something like that. So that will help. Yes, that is true about nightshades. They are not good for people that have autoimmune disorders. So that is, man, that's really tough, because everything is in the nightshade family, even potatoes, peppers, tomatoes. So you just have to watch.
Another good thing about turmeric I also heard is you don't have to pepper. It helps it, but having it with milk or a fatty substance, such as milk, so it goes through your system slower. The pepper helps your body opens up stuff to for the turmeric to go in to be absorbed. But if it's like with milk or a fatty substance like that, it goes through your system even slower, and your body can absorb it that much more better.
Yeah. You're right, Shawnee Shop. Each person's food tolerance is completely unique. So just be careful with what you're doing, and you know your body more than anyone else. So, turmeric is good for inflammation. Grapefruit seed extract is like a natural antibiotic. Yes. I cut nightshade out a while because of my fibromyalgia. Yeah, I was told that tomatoes and stuff can make fibromyalgia worse. But, I don't know if turmeric will work for that. I know that my mom has fibromyalgia, but she don't have it really bad. I tried to get her on taking capsaicin. I did a lot of research on it, and capsaicin is really, really good for arthritis and stuff like that. But the problem with that is my mom is on blood thinners, and you got to watch with taking capsaicin, because if you have an ulcer, it can make it worse, or vice versa. So if you have a sensitive stomach, taking capsaicin might not be for you. My mom's on blood thinners, so taking the capsaicin might be bad for her. Paula Ruffin may also know too. Yeah, Paula Ruffin is in our group. Dr. Paula Ruffin, she will be able to tell you a lot of stuff. You can email her. I don't know her email address right off the bat, because I message her on Instagram, but you can ask her, and she would definitely know. She is a really great person, and she gives out a lot of good information. And she's a doctor, so she knows a lot more.
Yeah, that's why the juju bead said it for the turmeric. It thins out the blood too. That's probably why you should consult your doctor first.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you got really high blood pressure, right, it can send it right through the roof.
Yeah, hopefully that was informational for you. I hope you guys get your seeds from my gardener this year. Take a look and see what he has. Use our hashtag grow big, and get that 10% off. He has a lot of really cool seeds right now, and you might want to go and take advantage of that. If you are interested in buying seeds that are mildew resistant, bug resistant, stuff like that, you can go to Johnny's and take a look and see what they got there. For me, I only bought like 5 seed packets. I didn't buy a whole bunch. They do charge you shipping and stuff like that. However, I've used their seeds the past, I think, 2 years in a row, and I have had great yields. So you get what you pay for. So yeah, there's her email, doc at drruffin.com. That's her email address. So if you want to email her, ask her some questions, she will probably help you. What else? Oh, there's my phone. I couldn't find it. It's buried. I found some interesting information today, and I thought I'd just share it with you guys, and you can take it however you want. So I was doing a lot of research today and finding alternatives to, I don't know why I was doing this. I'm not a diabetic, but I just thought it was important. So I was trying to find alternatives to diabetic medications because I don't really trust the medications that are out there. And I was looking around, and particularly there is one that metformin that has been sued in the past, I believe. I'm not sure. They've had issues in the past with that medication and other various diabetic medications. Kind of scares me a little bit. So I was just like kind of doing some research and finding out some other alternatives that people can take. I think it's my husband's father who has diabetes, but he does not take any medication for it. He watches strictly what he eats, and he takes a lot of herbal supplements because I don't really know what I don't know all of it. I just think that maybe he cannot take the medications that they are offering. They don't work. So he's having issues. So anyway, with that being said, I was doing a little bit of research on it, and I found out that the French lilac is an equivalent, or is derived, or not derived, that metformin is derived from the French lilac. What they did is they messed around with it, found a formula for it, for the French lilac, and made their own medication out of that. They found like the genetic compounds of it. So anyway, the French lilac is way better, and you can find that online. So today, when I was looking around, also cinnamon. It can't be just any cinnamon. It has to be Ceylon cinnamon. It also can lower your blood sugar. So
I was going to say that.
Yeah, and bitter melon, and this also has green tea extract in it, probably for energy and stuff like that. So this thing that I found is called Ancient Bliss, and it's berberine, and it's plus cinnamon, bitter melon, and green tea extract. The berberine or whatever is the equivalent to the metformin. And the Ceylon cinnamon will also help you with lowering your blood sugar. And the bitter melons, the bitters is really good for your stomach. And the green tea will probably give you more energy. It'll also probably help you lose a little weight. So I found this particular one, and I don't know. I just thought it was very interesting that metformin came from the French lilac. So if you get a chance, do some research on that. If you are diabetic, maybe start taking some herbal supplements to help yourself lower your A1C or your blood sugar. I did a lot of research on that today. And I found out that my father-in-law is already taking that. So the information that I looked up, I sent to them, and they're like, "Oh, he's already taking that." I'm like, "Okay, good. That's good." Yep, it's always worth a try. I know cinnamon definitely will lower your blood sugar, but you got to be careful and not take too much of it because it can make you sick.
Yeah, I dehydrate my apples and make my own apple cinnamon oatmeal.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yes, it is. I do that with peaches and peaches. Yeah,
Nice.
and the good thing is I can cut them to my the size I want.
Nice. That's good to know. This particular ancient bliss that I got, what is it? It's 1,200 milligrams of the cinnamon and everything else. So I think that was pretty good. And you have to take that twice a day. So I don't know. I'm thinking that that's going to be really good for people. So definitely do your research and figure that out. And oops, hit the wrong button. I hate when I do that. There are 2 or 3. Oh, hold on one second. Not stupid expensive cinnamon, and it's the fake stuff. Yeah, you got to really watch because you just have to do your research and figure it out. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
They haven't cut it down with stuff.
Oh. Yeah, you just have to be careful with what you're putting in your body. You don't really know sometimes. Like
It's like real honey versus store-bought honey. Store-bought honey, they put glucose, fructose, stuff like that. And it's going to be cheaper because they've cut it down with stuff, right?
Yeah.
Real honey is going to be super expensive because it's not been cut down, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, with fibromyalgia, and I noticed that there was a lot of people here in the chat that have it. I've done a lot of research on the matter, and I definitely would look up your gut health. A lot of people with, especially with autoimmune disorders, it comes straight from the gut. I also found out, and I was talking, my brother is a diabetic. He is a dialysis nurse. And so I was talking with him about this, and I found out that a lot of people that have diabetes don't have it because they have issues. A lot of it is derived from a parasite that you get in your pancreas. And a lot of people don't know that they have a parasite in their pancreas, and that can cause them to get diabetes. So if you get a chance, get that checked out. See if you have a parasite. And maybe that's the reason why you're having blood sugar issues that are out of control. And that's the same actually for type 2 as well. So just check that out and do a little research and see if that is your case. Good night, our treasured home. Thank you for coming in. Oh, that's horrible. That's crazy. I just found that out like a couple days ago. I'm like, I never knew about that. And there's so many parasites that the body can get. I don't know, definitely see if you can do a detox or something like that and see if you can rid yourself of parasites. I always told my husband, I said, because I've always watched that show on TV, I don't know, a parasite in my body, or I can't remember what it's called specifically. But I always watch that show, and I always tell my husband, I said, if there's something weird going on with me, have me check for a parasite to make sure that there's nothing, serious going on, because that usually is always the case. It's crazy. What's crazy is that my throat is so dry. It's ridiculous. Sorry about that, guys. In the 80s, it was just called a virus. Ooh. Wow. You've been a type 1 for 45 years. That's crazy. No, you don't have to be in the middle of a jungle to get parasites. A lot of people don't even know this, but you can get parasite from your cat very easily.
Or your dog.
Huh?
Or your dog.
Or your dog.
Or any other animal for that fact.
Yeah. Okay, guys, it's getting close to the end of my show. I mean, it's like almost, it's like past 11 and stuff. So I want to thank you all for coming out, listening to all the seeds I got. I love having seed talk. It's great. And I love talking about seeds. So I might do this more often. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us tonight. We will see you all next time. Don't forget tomorrow, Grow Big TV is doing a show tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time about kale. And we will see you all. I'll probably go live next week on Wednesday, probably around the same time, around 9:30. So thank you so much for coming in, and we will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Later.